Hey guys, real quick, I want to show you how to adjust your carburetor on your Husqvarna weed eater. Specifically, this one is the 128 LD model. All right. All right, so the tool you're going to need is the spline carburetor adjustment tool. All right, so looking at the top here, you see these two holes. The smaller hole, that's your idle adjustment screw. That's when the weed eater is just idling. So a rule of thumb, after it's warmed up, the head of your weed eater there, if it keeps turning, then you'll want it to stop turning, is what I'm saying. So adjust it to where it's idling good and the head of it is not turning anymore. All right, and then in here, the bigger hole, you have two screws there. The one closest to the engine is your low speed screw. The one on this side closest to the air filter is your high speed screw. So the low speed screw is pretty much when it's idling. When you're not giving it throttle, it's just sitting there. That's when you'll want to adjust it either clockwise or counterclockwise. The one closest to the air filter is your high speed, which is when you're giving it full throttle. That's where you want to adjust either clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, so if you've been digging into your carburetor, the adjustment screws, and you've turned it left, you've turned it right, and you're lost. That's okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn both screws clockwise. So turn them right all the way until they stop. Both the top one and the bottom one. Turn them both all the way till they stop. Okay. So then when you get to that point, then turn each one back 1 1/4 turns. Each one, the top one and the bottom one, turn them counterclockwise 1 1/4 turns. Um, that's a rule of thumb I've been taught, and that's a good starting point. And for your machine, that might do the trick. So this one is already tuned. I've already messed with it. I've already tuned it, but I'm going to turn them. I'm going to turn them all the way to the right, both of them all the way to the right, so I can show you what's up. Okay, so they're both screws are turned all the way to the right. So let's go ahead and we'll turn them back 1 1/4 turns. One and a quarter. Okay. Do the high speed, the same thing. 1 1/4. All right. So now let's fire it up, and we will fine tune it from there. So now I'm messing with the high speed screw, the bottom one, the one closest to me. Give it some gas. Okay. All right, so I messed with the high speed screw. That sounds pretty good for me. It still sounds like it's idling a little bit high. So I'm going to go back to the low speed screw, the one on this side, closest to the engine, and I'm going to mess with it until it drops, until the RPMs drop a little bit. There we go. See how it dropped? Okay, that might be the sweet spot right there. It's idling pretty good. It's not too rich. Let's see how the throttle response is with that. Oh, beautiful. going to turn the high speed just slightly to the right. Oh yeah, there we go. There you have it. You really have to mess with the idle screw because the head of it wasn't spinning and it was idling pretty good for me. So every machine's different, but the rule of thumb is both screws, turn them all the way in, and then once you turn them all the way in, bring them back out one and a quarter turn out left, counterclockwise, however you want to say it. So try that, and then just mess with both screws until you find that sweet spot. It won't take you long. You'll get the hang of it, and it's not that hard. So if this video helped you out, please let me know. Give me a like, comment, and please subscribe. I have more videos coming up, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.